I've done stuff that I regret heavily. That kind of hurt. That kind of hurt a little bit. Okay, good. It's not picking up the neighbors. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the channel. My name is Victory, and today I'm doing something that I'm calling Spill My Guts or Spill My Guts. Now, you might be asking me, what does that mean? You just said the same thing twice. I know. I'm going to be doing something today where I'm going to be playing a game, and if I die, then I have to tell you something that keeps me up at night. I, like most people, have the pleasure of the human experience of having a highlight reel of all of my worst moments play through my head as I'm trying to fall asleep at night. This is how it's going to work. I'm going to be playing a game. Every time I die, that is one tally on the board. However many tallies we get, that is how many of my most embarrassing and regrettable moments that I am going to share with you here today. The less I die, the less I have to share about myself. Picture this. You're lying in bed at night trying to drift off to dreamy land, and oh, what's that? That's a thought from when you were 12 years old and you did something in a social situation that you really don't like to remember. Oh, what's that? That's the memory of your first date with your high school girlfriend? Not good. I have plenty of these because I'm human and we all do things that we regret. You know, the really unfair part about all of this is that nobody remembers what everyone else did. I lay awake at night obsessing over all the things that I know I've done. I can't think of a single moment where someone else did an embarrassing moment, and I've been thinking about it to this day. Your secret is safe with me. However, for some unforeseeable reason, all of the memories that involve me have been surgically lasered onto the fabric of my brainscape, forever embedded in the remnants of time. And so, I'm going to be sharing some of those with you today. Now, what game are we playing, you might be asking? Today we are going with Bloodstrike, Chinese spyware disguised as a Warframe ripoff. I'm not proud personally that I played this game or it's even in my library. I'll be honest, this was something I found as a mobile game, and in the most rare case I've ever seen, it operates better, honestly, as a mobile game, and I would not recommend it. And so with that, let's jump right into immortalizing my worst moments for the entire internet to enjoy. There's no fast forward. Nope, get out of my nope. I need you to just ignore for one moment that I even play this game. This is bad. This game is free, but nothing's truly free. I'm being harvested as we speak right now. This is your brain right now. This is your brain on drugs. Okay, let's get this over with. I need like a little marker. Here's what we'll do. Marker. I did a trial run to see if I could tell a story after every death before I respawn. And the respawn is quicker than I need it to be. So I'm going to be keeping a tally mark throughout the duration of this match. And at the very end, I guess I'll share a collection of stories of my worst moments. Okay, here we go. No dying, less stories I have to tell. It's time to commit war crimes. There's like one map you can use, and it involves areas that are highly congested and then just more field than you would ever need on a map with no items, nothing to hide behind. It's just a destination travel simulator. Mission control. Scan this guy's balls. No. Oh, he's right here. What if I deleted you? What was that? The shadow of a parachute? Hello, child. Drone strike. Oh, this is gonna be funny. This is gonna be really funny. Oh, they're right here, aren't they? Ah! Go away, go away. Run, run. Come on. Okay. It's if I die. If I get revived, this doesn't count. That's my rule. That's my rule. Revivals exist. Wow, there's a lot of dead people here. And we're gone. No, no. Oh, clutch. What's his name? Maverick. He died. Oh, wait. Teammate. Lumas. Lumas, I beseech thee. Rain down your grace and mercy. Revive my ass. Yes. Yes. Please. 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 Revive me. Revive me, my child. My child. I need. Yes. 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 What a clutch. What a. No. Okay. That's one mark on the board. Look at that. Look at that. We're out of there. With only one death. When I was about 13 years old, I was carpooling with a friend of mine to the local water slide park for their birthday. I was sitting shotgun in the car, and my friend and her friend were both sitting in the back. Tragedy struck me because I had to fart. This was one that you simply could not hold back. To my sheer horror, a single fart slipped out. No one noticed at first, but eventually, you could tell. This is tough to relive. Eventually, my friend noticed and accused her friend of the initial ripping of ass. She quickly denied it, seeing as how that is incorrect, and they both turned to look at me. I have never lied through clenched teeth as much as I did, and I had to sit there as a 13-year-old boy and denying the allegations to my friend and her friend, which I did not know very well. To this day, I am convinced that they know that I ripped hella ass in that car. I think about that moment a lot, and I don't want to be here anymore. This has been one of my most regrettable moments. Unfortunately, I have a lot more written down here, so let's not die. Also, initial apology if I have any audio issues. Turns out if you don't make videos after a while, you kind of forget what your whole setup was, and thinking that I had everything set up really gave me a sense of confidence going into recording this video that I was not prepared for the second I opened my my computer up. So we are rolling with what we've got. Breaching clear. I can just watch up here. I can just provide support. Yeah, baby. There we go. There we go. There he goes. Ruined. Might just stay up here. Yeah, but that's not interesting though. That's not interesting to watch. That's not creative genius. So we are gonna jump into the midst of trouble. Goodbye. Damn! Oh. I'm so sorry. They're fighting. I'm gonna kill them. I'm moving in. I'm using my strats. I'm flanking. I'm going around. Wait, I'm covering. Wait, I'm shooting. I'm shooting. I'm winning. I'm winning. Okay, we're changing that up. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We are gonna set this to solo because if I'm gonna win, I'm gonna earn it. And I feel like you guys need a higher chance that I'm going to die. I can be an American citizen and get a gun. Now we're talking. Now we're doing okay. Oh, we're about to find out. Yeah, we're fine. We're gonna play John F. Kennedy Simulator. Oh. And you're gone. We're gonna join the fray. We're gonna join the battle. Join in on all the fun. There's no way they can live through that. No. That's it. That's it. One for the books. Where's my marker? There's probably no one here. We're probably all good. Oh, murder. Oh, murder. Shit. Kinda wish that. Got it in the end. Oh. You're gone. You're gone. You don't approach me. Oh, he's approaching. We could win this. We only have one death. We only have one story we have to share. I don't like you. I don't like you. I don't. Damn.
Another tally for the board.
You get 2 stories. Oh. No, it's the same one. You're a dick. No. Okay. That's 3. That is 3 for me and for you. You get 3 stories. All right. I owe you 3. Here's what we got. Story number 1. When I was about 7, I was invited to a friend's birthday party. They were hosting it in their backyard, and the main theme of the entire birthday is that they had an inflatable pool. Now, I did not grow up with a pool, and so a swimming pool in your backyard seemed like a novelty and something that should be taken advantage of if you ever get the chance. And so I showed up very, very excited to use this pool. I got my swim trunks, I got my towel, I was ready to go. As I walked through the back door into the backyard where the main festivities were being held, there I could see it in the very back. The swimming pool, my entire purpose for being here. As I begin to make my way down towards the pool at the other end of the yard, walking past people I have never met before, I can hear comments, I can hear exclamations, I can hear mutterings. You know, the pool's really cold today. Oh, I'd be careful if I were you. It's a little bit nippy out. Indeed, they were right, for the clouds had covered the sun, but I was determined. I was going to swim in this pool. The closer I got to the pool, I realized there is no one in this pool. In fact, everyone is starting to notice that I, geared up with my swim trunks and towel, am the only person going to attempt the pool today. Well, I can't turn back now. The pool was freezing. Upon dipping a toe in the water, I realized I had two options in front of me. Either I retreat in front of all these people whom I have never met before, thus revoking the only reason I wanted to come to this party, or I see what little enjoyment I can get out of the whole thing and submit to the water. I feel like I tried to leave the pool with an element of grace and dignity. They just saw a sopping wet 7-year-old scramble out of a pool as quick as they could. I sought the shelter of my towel, trying to warm the very core of my bones, as I looked around and realized that there was mild entertainment being gained from the fact that I was the only one who attempted the pool that day. I don't remember much else of that party, or even who the friend was, as it was so long ago. Story number 2. Again, I must have been around 6 or 7 years old, and at the time, I was attending a VBS at my local church. This one's not so embarrassing and more just sad. I didn't have any friends at this church. In fact, I think it was a church that we were just trying out. And, of course, jump right into VBS if you want to build any sort of community. And I realized throughout the day that I wasn't making any friends. There was no one I could talk to. There was no one that I was really connecting with. I was a child. The most important part of my day and going to VBS were those little sugar animal crackers and the wax paper cup of water that I was given on the hour. And so on the second day of VBS, I decided I would try to make some friends. I would try to connect with people and try to actually build a network, seeing as how I don't really have a choice in coming here. And so I brought the coolest thing that I owned. It was a glass jewel, maybe yay big, that was green, and I was convinced it was a real emerald. And so I remember distinctly sitting at lunch at my little table all by myself, spinning this emerald on the table on its end, just trying to show it off, trying to flash that bling, trying to show the world what I had to offer. But alas, nothing came of it. Not a single eager child came up to me, expectant to see what treasures I held. And so I didn't make any friends. I was just the guy sitting there, spinning a piece of glass, hoping that I could somehow simulate that initial connection between two people. And I don't like thinking about it. I don't like thinking about it. I don't like it. And story number 3. This one's a little rough too. I had recently learned swear words. Not that they existed, but I actually learned my first swear word. I'm pretty sure my first swear word that I learned was shit. Now that I had learned this new raw power, I was excited to expose the world to what I was made of. But I did recognize that this was a swear word. You can't just go around swearing up, down, left, right. You could offend someone's poor old grandmother. I was hanging out with another friend of mine, and I think we were digging in the dirt or something. We were playing some sort of outdoor game. Something happened, something inconvenienced me in the slightest. And I remember saying, "What the hell, man?" And my friend looked at me and he said, "You like to say that a lot, don't you?" I remember looking at him so confidently, willing to share just 1% of what I was made of. And I looked him dead in the eye and I said, "Oh, sorry. That was the only thing I could do to keep from swearing." Just giving him a taste. Just giving him a taste. Yeah, I know swear words. I could unleash a volley unlike your ears had ever heard before. I was protecting him. I was shielding him. You don't want to see me swear, do you? And again, I felt really cool in that moment. And I think back in the moment, and I'm pretty sure he just rolled his eyes at me. I can't with that one. I don't like it. I don't like thinking about that. And that concludes some of the lowest points in my life to date. Moments that keep me up at night. Moments that I have lost sleep over. I feel like the reaction to this is going to be like, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't awful. Yeah, but it's the fact that they happened to me. So suck it. And that's going to conclude it for today, people. If you enjoyed, let me know. If you have suggestions for other videos, let me know. If you think I made all of those stories up, let me know. And with that, I will see you all later. That's probably pretty good.